Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new edition of the Elite Talk Show. And this week, who turned heel? Who got physical for the first time in a long time? And what impact star was spotted on AEW Dark? Stay tuned, as I'm Sarah, your host out of Syracuse, and with me,
Hey everybody, I'm Orlando from Fort Lauderdale.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you again for joining us here. Orlando, I know you're prepping for some hurricane stuff going on down there in Florida, but how you holding up?
Well, so far they haven't really like the hurt. It's still kind of like a storm, so it hasn't gone to that. But because it's hot, I have a feeling it may go up to a hurricane. I hope not, but we'll see.
If so, let's just hope for a category one or just Hurricane Helms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know what's gonna be worse. Either I get COVID or it's like I get hit by a hurricane.
Well, we won't.
Yeah, well, let's not go there. Anyways, let's talk about AEW, shall we?
Let's play a little game. I'm going to name off 5 different wrestlers, and I want you to tell me what they have in common.
Okay,
We got Hangman Adam Page,
okay.
MJF,
Hmm. Okay.
Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and the Doctor Britt Baker.
Are they all young talents?
They're all star. They're all stars that AEW made, not WWE. Everyone's
Oh,
kind of
of course.
arguing AEW's just taking WWE stars and pushing them to the top. Right there, you got 5 stars who are getting cheered like hell. They're over, and they're not WWE talent.
That's true. I mean, if you want like to really know how that works, like look at what happened in this past Dynamite and listen to the reaction that Jungle Boy got, as well as Brick Paper. Even though it's her hometown, but she has been getting cheered.
That is true.
Hmm so I think WWE take some notes. So
And there were some comments made about Darby Allin by CM Punk, very complimentary. He said
hmm
everybody should stop doing, like the suicide dives because Darby Allin does it best. When he goes out there and he does the suicide dive, he looks like he's trying to murder somebody, and nobody else can compare to that. So everybody should just stop doing it.
yeah, and I think like Punk, he's at that age where it's just like he doesn't want a lot of these wrestlers to like get really injured. Like like CM Punk style. Like, well, you haven't really seen some of this stuff. So if you ever have a chance to go back and watch it, some of this stuff is like it's not too high flying, but it's more like strike based. A little high flying in a sense. So I get what he's saying, but it's just like sometimes some of these younger wrestlers they just want to do like the big old pop, and just.
Right. Like in
Mhm.
the interview, he said, he goes, I can do a moonsault. He goes, but there's people that do it better. He goes, so I just don't bother with the moonsault.
Yeah,
Everybody else.
exactly. It's like everybody doing the Canadian destroyer.
It's like,
It's like
you
it's
know,
like the same move. Everybody's doing it. It's just I don't know.
it's like one week, okay, oh, cool. 1 or 2 people did it. A few weeks later, it's like, oh, we've got like 30 people doing it now.
When a celebrity does it, then there's where I think we got to niche it now.
Yeah. Debuting this week, we got Rampage debuting for the first time this Friday night. And honestly, we got three, not one, not two, three title matches. We got the tag team champions, the Young Bucks, will be defending the titles against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Have the Impact World title on the line, Kenny Omega defending against Christian Cage. And the main event for Rampage will be Dr. Britt Baker defending in her hometown against Red Velvet.
Mm-hmm. We already know who's winning, right? All three. I mean, come on now.
I mean, if a title changes hands, which one do you think it is?
I don't think me. Well, okay. I think I may have to ask you this question. So, when you saw Christian's promo, did you notice the crowd and his like the reaction to him?
What do you mean?
Well, because like I noticed like a lot of people were kind of like taken aback or not liking that he was challenging for the titles. So I'm thinking like he's probably going to get some heat. So if he wins, because I feel like the only title that should change hands is probably like maybe the Impact title, but I don't know if he wants the title, So because like I mean it's a big show. I mean like they should do. I don't know. That's a honestly, like I don't know if they're just doing like a three these three matches so that people can watch Rampage because everybody wants for you to tune in the next night, the next week's episode. So I don't know.
I can see the three matches, maybe a couple promos, a couple segments,
Or
whatever.
of course, I think they want us to kind of get the feel of it because like it's supposed to be a secondary show. So
Yeah.
because hopefully this helps a lot of the talent because especially the women. I mean, the women, I'm sorry, but they need more time. They need more exposure. So hopefully this second show helps the women. I mean, they're starting off right with the women. They're giving the main event for them. So that's good.
And Britt Baker deserves. She's worked her butt off, earning
Hmm.
gets.
Exactly. So, but the thing is I think, um, I don't think any titles are going to change. I mean, because like a lot of people are not feeling Christian Cage. I feel bad. I love Christian.
Hmm.
Like he's a great wrestler, but I think a lot of people were still bummed out with Hangman and they want Hangman as the one to challenge Omega. So
Yeah. But I mean, as is being reported, he's home. He's taking a few weeks off. It's close to the birth of his baby. So, congrats to him and his wife.
he could come back.
Yeah.
I mean, they could easily do a story about like, oh, Hangman is coming back. He'll challenge at All Out. He doesn't have to be there. It'd just be like Omega doing a lot of promos and stuff. I don't know. Like they could do like little like vignettes and stuff. So
Yeah.
but also a lot of people because the reports are saying that it could be CM Punk too. So
Well, I mean, All Out, Christian's challenging for the AEW World title. They announced
uh,
that. Yep.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Now with that crowd reaction, I'm sorry.
See? We'll see.
We'll have to see. Unless they decide to do this and All Out that Omega has to have challengers for all three of his titles. Because I know the Triple Mania is coming up this weekend on Saturday. I think he's facing Andrade, right?
Yep,
Is
Andrade.
it this? Yeah. So we're just wondering if he's gonna still have that Triple Mania title, Triple A title. So we'll see.
Well, we'll see how the crowd reacts on Friday night in Rampage.
Yep.
Speaking of Impact, there's a free agent who was a former Impact star, was spotted on Dark. That
hmm
was former Knockouts Tag Team Champion Cara Hogan.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense. I think I said like probably I think we were talking about it. I was like, hey, her girlfriend's there. Diamante's in AEW, so it's smart for them to be together, you know. And I think it'll give her more opportunity.
Yeah,
By the way, by the way, if they get her and then Jake Atlas now that he's released, there'll be the very inclusive type of wrestling company because they have a lot of LGBTQ kind of wrestlers there. So
definitely will be. Let's see. Speaking of Dark Elevation on Monday night, we had a heel turn. One that a lot of people saw coming. Some people are surprised. Joey Janela super kicking Sunny Kiss during the entrance.
And
Attacking.
then pile driving him.
Yep.
I hope Sonny Kiss gets him.
I guess we're getting the Sunny Kiss and Janela feud for probably a few weeks on Dark.
Probably Dark and Dark Elevation, unfortunately. I
Mm.
mean, they could. I mean, they did kind of set it on Dynamite, so it sounds like they may have the feud on Dynamite. I mean,
We'll
are they
see.
smart?
They want to push one
Hmm.
towards Raw.
Yeah, I just sometimes the structure is really weird to me. Sometimes it's just like I love the shows. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just the I don't know if there's going to be a lot of fans are going to get tired of it because I think I don't know. Like honestly, I just want them to succeed. Honestly, I want everybody to succeed because it's a new opportunity there. So
I've always felt Janela could be, a bigger part than what he is. He's got the capability, I think, of being like a mid card heel.
but also you got to remember he's doing a lot of stuff for GCW too. So maybe he has like an agreement with them. So I mean, look, he brought in Nick Gage. That helped. So his like those pay-per-views are going to probably be starting to sell out. So and those shows too. So I mean, it's just like I said, it's like a lot of different opportunities. It's all depending on what pecking order you would like. You know.
Right.
Hmm.
A little bit of sad news breaking today as we're recording this. This is an AEW show, but we are wrestling all around. Former WWE and WCW Tag Team Champion Bryan Knobs. He's most famously known as one half of the Nasty Boys. Was rushed to the hospital early this week for multiple medical issues. Um, Nothing really specific of what was said, but it's fear that maybe some sort of knee issue. He's had problems with his knees in the past. So we'll see. We'll look for updates, and we wish the best for Bryan.
Yeah. We wish him a speedy recovery here in Buckleball. Hmm.
Also, we have Matt Hardy and his wife Ruby. They had a baby a couple weeks ago, and now expecting baby number 5.
I have a feeling that they probably fight a lot and they have the makeup sex, and then she's like, "I'm pregnant." This is, this is like, this is, I just wondering what they fight about a lot.
Fight hard, love.
Exactly. Uh, so, but I mean, congratulations to them, maybe another girl, maybe another boy. We'll see.
Also, another big instance update sort of on Max Caster. It appears he's been suspended for 2 months and has to attend sensitivity training. That's what's being reported. Nothing confirmed officially by AEW or Max Caster himself. Uh,
Hmm.
has removed all references of AEW off his Twitter profile. Just don't know if that's part of the deal, but
Hmm.
well,
Probably, and what sucks is just that he did get that deal with TMZ to do some raps. So I don't know if that's going to be affected. So I don't know. I know that Anthony Bowen, his tag team partner, he's having a singles match, probably on Dark or Dark Elevation. I saw that he posted a picture that he was facing Pac, so that's good for him.
he's also going to be on AEW's Unrestricted podcast one of the next couple episodes. So we'll see if they address the situation on the podcast.
Mm, I don't think so. So he'll probably talk more about his fiance and like living as like a gay man in the wrestling world and stuff. So he always likes to talk about that stuff and probably his acting. So, I mean, maybe they'll ask him. You never know. I mean, if he wants to address it, that's his business. I mean, it is his tag team partner. So, I mean, just I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll just get some sort of PC corporate answer.
Hmm. Yeah.
We also have Miro. I think this is the 4th match on Rampage. I think it was announced for Rampage. Miro against Fuego del Sol. Fuego del Sol wins. He gets a contract.
Why they do that to that kid, huh? What did Fuego do? What did Fuego do to anybody? Give him a contract, damn it. I'm
Yeah,
a I'm a Fuego believer. Give Fuego a contract.
he went when Sammy won the BTE championship. He took that right over to Sammy's vlog. He didn't. He's part
Oh,
of.
is that what it is? Those damn Bucks. Oh,
I don't know. And how much you love the Bucks.
damn you Bucks. No,
Um,
but all honesty, like I'm just wondering, like, is it just that he doesn't want to sign? I mean, like, I don't get I don't get what's the hold up, you know? Is it like they're waiting for extra money or something?
I think it was at first. I think it was he didn't want to sign. So I think he just had a baby that was born not too long ago.
Mhm.
He wants to spend a little time with family first before maybe committing full time.
Yeah, but they're not like doing like a lot of like house shows. I mean, they're doing like one or two a week, so it's not that bad. I mean, I understand sometimes some wrestlers just like, I don't want to sign a full contract, I don't want to be too committed, but I mean, if you have a family and they could support your family, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Maybe they want him to have a big, coming out match, to show that he's got a contract. Maybe it's it. Maybe somehow he
Yeah.
does it.
Could you imagine if he wins though? The the pop that he would get. Oh,
This would be reminiscent of 1, 2, 3 Kid beating Razor Ramon.
that's true. I mean, I mean, if anything, like you want a shocking win, it should be that match. The other two matches should not like those titles should not like leave their hands. Like Omega should not lose his title and Brick should not lose her title. I mean, I can understand maybe Miro, maybe he loses it to Fuego for maybe a few days and then and then like he
I don't
wins
think
it back again.
I don't think it's a title match. I think it's just a contract match.
Oh, is it? Okay, so then maybe that will set up a feud. Like maybe somebody distracts him and then he like Fuego beats him and then he murders him again the next night on Dynamite after he gets his contract.
Kind of what I was thinking about Omega versus Christian for the Impact title. I can see Christian winning, but on disqualification. So can he still keep the title?
No, okay, look, they're in a corner right now. They're in a bad corner right now because one, a lot of people want either Hangman or Punk to be the challenger. Two, they don't want Christian to win a title because they don't want Christian to have another World Heavyweight Championship because like of his age, and
Mm-hmm.
he still has the WWE stench. It's not like Moxley that kind of almost reinvented himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
or Brody.
so it's yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Like this is a bad corner that they're kind of in, and it's not gonna look. I mean, maybe the crowd will accept it because it's just the Impact title. I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
but
we'll have to see how the crowd reaction is on Friday.
no, but the people didn't really react really well to when he challenged them for the title. I heard a few boos. So I mean, the
Yeah,
crowd is not in favor of that. And you would imagine Chicago. Chicago is, ugh, you
so
know, exactly. I mean, like they have to pull something to really make this work. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll have to see.
yeah, it's speaking of
Hmm.
Punk, we kind of had an interesting, kind of in one of the wrestling chats, someone brought up, a funny idea. What if Rampage next week when they're in Chicago? Darby comes out, challenges the best in the world. Lights go out, cult of personality music hits, and MJF comes out and says, "What? We're expecting
Hmm.
else?"
Yeah, but yeah, also like MJF versus Jericho is happening on TV. I thought it was happening on the pay-per-view. So there's
Hmm.
another thing right there too.
Hmm.
It's just like with the setup for All Out is not happening yet. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm thinking they're waiting after Rampage in Chicago to start setting up but I mean that's like almost 2, 3 weeks before. So that's kind of I don't know.
All out's in about 3 weeks, so we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So they gotta get started with like some of the build-ups. Like right now, they haven't really built anything because I think because here's the thing. I think the only thing that they're really hoping that will happen because if this does not happen, this is gonna really affect them. I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care how many people cheer for Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, Britt Baker. If CM Punk does not show up next Friday, they're gonna probably getting low ratings after that.
Yeah. Well, see.
Yeah. So I mean, Daniel Bryan. I mean, they could push him up and try to like win the crowd over, but if the reports are saying that CM Punk is coming back, it better like be good. I'm sorry. I
Agree.
mean, if you don't see CM Punk, how would you feel? Like because you honestly you're not really like you haven't seen his work honestly. So for you like for CM Punk, how would you feel?
Honestly, my feelings are just kind of it's like hearing an indie stars coming. I haven't really seen too much of Punk, like we've discussed. So to me, it's just someone that's a known big name is going to get the crowd excited. He'll bring in some eyes, more eyes to the product. So that's good.
Hmm. But it's so interesting. Like if you go to WWE's YouTube channel, they posted two of his matches from SummerSlam. The one that he had with Jeff Hardy, which that was amazing, like TLC match that they had together. Like
Yeah,
him, like CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy in 2008. That was a great rivalry. They could have gone for another year or two. They could have easily main evented a WrestleMania, but Jeff Hardy left. So, but we shall see what happens for All Out. I mean, they need to start building some stuff. I mean, I could see if it's not going to be Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, I could see Chris Statlander because like they're building her up, and maybe she could have the All Out. Maybe they're going to wait until Thunder Rosa gets more wins in her, and then maybe they'll do it at Full Gear. Maybe you know,
yeah. It's got to be either Thunder Rosa or Chris Stanley. Those are your two hot choices right now.
pretty much, yeah. Because I don't know. I mean, like I know Ruby Riot Ruby Soho now because she's going to be called. She's coming into AEW, so she'll probably debut in the Casino Battle Royal that's going to be for the women. So,
I can see that.
and I think she could be a good contender there. I mean, she'll be different.
Hmm.
I think she'll probably help out a lot of the girls there. And I really hope that Punk brings his wife, AJ Lee. I think she could have a good run in AEW. I think, me personally. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then for I don't see anything else. Like that's the only ones that I see so far that are clear. Like I still don't see Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega. Like I will see it on Rampage, but I don't see it for All Out. I think something's gonna happen where there's somebody's gonna take him out, and then I don't know. I just can't see it.
Maybe the extremely violent people, the EVPs, take them out.
Maybe you know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe Malachi Black. Maybe he takes out Christian. I don't know.
I think we got a Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes rematch for All Out. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
But yeah, that could make sense. Maybe. Yeah. Hmm. I know probably it's gonna be Pac versus Andrade for All Out. I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just one. I'm thinking like I think he's probably gonna bring his brother. I think his brother is Rush, right? Rush,
think
or is
so.
that like his? Yeah, yeah. So I think he probably could bring him and somebody else because I don't think he's under contract with Ring of Honor anymore. So I think he's a free agent now. So
Yeah, I know he's mentioned bringing him into AEW as well. So,
him and his wife Charlotte. He so badly wants Charlotte to leave WWE.
oh, I'm sure.
Now she's the star. She can't leave over there.
So on Dynamite, we get our first match with Sting on Dynamite. Tornado tag, him and Darby.
Hmm. I'm excited for that. I'm just, it's interesting because like how that he did that promo Darby Allin about the best in the world. I'm just wondering if like maybe Darby and Sting are gonna go after the tag titles. That'd be interesting.
I mean, the way Punk has complimented Darby. I could see them two having a match.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're both straight edge. So, I mean, they have that in common. They're very like eccentric type of people. So I don't know what conversations that Darby and Sting have. So, you
And
know, Hey, but hey, 2.0, congrats to them because they're getting more matches, more features since their NXT run. So look at that. See,
mm-hmm.
an opportunity right there. So I'm happy for them. So
Great for them, as well as Daniel Garcia. Is that his name, Daniel Garcia?
yeah, Daniel Garcia. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't think I've seen any of his indie stuff, and like to me, he seems like he's good. I
Yeah.
could see why Vince would not like somebody like him because he's too thin. And like, how am I supposed to believe and build this guy up as being a thin guy? Like.
Yeah.
But like, come on now. Like, he could be a grappler. He could be like a submission person. It's just like, he could pack. Like, I think he's young. I think he could still pack in some muscle. Like, look at Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy has been putting on some mass, in my opinion. He doesn't look thin anymore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, we saw Paul White come down during the segment with QT Marshall and Tony Schiavone's son. I guess apparently wants to be a wrestler. He looks like he's got a decent size to him. Or he's going to do something.
How old is his son though? Like, his what?
Honestly, I didn't even know he had a son. I just learned about him today, watching Dynamite.
Oh, I was like, I just found out like online today myself. I was just like, wait, that was his son?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why was he creating the fan? Like, probably he was creating the fan because it was just like, oh my God, you got beat up by a wrestler. We were not supposed to do something like that. So
Uh,
I didn't know that was his son. Sorry, Tony Schiavone.
but we saw Paul White get physical with Aaron Solo. Are we seeing, Paul White was going to wrestling. He's almost ready for a ring return. So
Yeah.
is Paul White versus QT Marshall the feud that we want for him?
Well, I think QT Marshall needs more of that feud than Paul White does, honestly, because like it's a big giant, a well-known name. He's been in the business for almost 30 years. And he takes him out, him and his stable, which I heard they added more people, which I haven't seen them yet.
I thought it was Cody. I thought it was Cody added more than I know Cody added
Uh,
Franklin King and a couple of the people to the Nightmare
yeah,
Family.
I know. Yeah, probably. Hmm. Yeah, but they need to add more women to these factions. Come on,
Yeah.
what happened to the old days? Like they had valets. You could have women wrestlers. Have be your backup. You know.
Do we see CM
But
Punk bring back the Straight Edge Society? You think?
I don't know if he's good friends with Doc Gallows. That's the thing. Like honestly, Punk like almost cut ties with almost everybody. I
I
don't
mean,
know if he's
he could start a new one. I mean, you have Darby Allin. If they became friends, yes.
yeah, yeah, maybe like he portrays Sting. Like oh maybe like Punk would like to work with Sting. That would be like a like still a dream match right there.
Guess we will find out.
Hmm. Yes, yes, can't wait, can't wait. I'm just saying, I'm saying it right here. If he does not show up, at least a promo or a little vignette or something to show his arrival. Because nothing of Punk. They have some sort of like savience because a lot of people hate WWE right now, and they're watching AEW so that it can succeed.
Right.
To help the wrestling business, but because of that, they'll have that moment. But I'm just saying this will kind of ruin them for a little bit. They're not gonna like expect the good surprises from them or like it.
So let's play a little guessing game before we sign off here.
Okay.
Dynamite did 979,000 viewers. Did we see Rampage get more than Dynamite this week?
No, it's the first show. It's on a Friday. I don't think. There'll probably be some people that will tune in. I would say maybe 500,000.
I was thinking they probably did about between 650 and 700.
Okay. No, I know for next week's episode, if Punk is there, they will at least. I would be shocked if they don't hit a million,
Yeah.
almost a million. So we shall see.
Yeah. Well, that will wrap it up for us this week on Elite Talk Show. And don't forget to check us out on your podcasts, YouTube, subscribe,
Right
on,
there.
on Twitter at BuckleBombENT. Find me at The Real Sarah, BBE. Orlando, where can they find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Orly1985_BBE. Still trying to think of a good Twitter name so
He's got
that way it'll be easier for everybody to like get it.
he's got till the end of the year.
Yeah, I have them until the end of the year. Now I'm just like leaving it like as it is.
All right. Don't forget to watch Triple A's Triple Mania is this Saturday night. If you're able to, give that a watch.
Yep. Can't wait. Can't wait. Diana versus the Triple H Women's Champ, and then Andrade versus Omega. Can't wait.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.